Hello everybody, this is Jeff again from the Technology Learning Center, and today we're going to talk about languages and how you can learn languages through our website. So again, we're going to go to cmclibrary.org. Once again, as you should remember, we go to Menu, we go to Help, and we're going to go to Research. From here we get all of these wonderful selections, and this time we're going to come down here to where it says Language. Now you're going to see three options. You're going to see Mango, Little Pim, and Rosetta Stone. Now for those of you who've been watching my videos, we already took a quick look at Little Pim, so we're probably not going to touch on that today. We're going to talk about Mango and Rosetta Stone as two resources that you can use. Now what's great about both these resources is you can use them on your computer or your tablet or your phone. They have options where you can download an app and use them once you've signed in through the library. Now the first step though is creating accounts for both of these through the library. So for Mango, what you're going to do is you're going to obviously come here, and you see where it says login. You can log in if you've already created an account, but you want to sign up if you haven't. Now when you hit sign up, it's going to ask you for your email address and a password, and you're going to hit sign up. Now you access this initially through the library. So once you do that and you've created the account, you're good to go. In a couple seconds we're going to log into Mango ourselves and take a look at it. If you've already created an account, all you have to do is put in your email address or the username that you created and your password. If you forgot your password, you can click here and they'll email you a link so that you can reset it. Alright, so let's log in. Once you've logged in, you should have access to this right here, and you're going to see where you can pick a language. Now, take a look at this language selection because it's quite impressive. You see right here are some basics, but if we click on See All, look at all the languages we can learn. The selection is quite impressive. There's also, under English, if you go to English, there's also Shakespearean English, but if you go to English, these are all the languages you can learn English from. So, it is quite a diverse collection of information here, a lot of lessons that you can take and a lot of languages that you can learn. So, we're going to take a look at, for easy learning, we're going to take a look at Pirate. If you didn't know, just a couple weeks ago was International Talk Like a Pirate Day. If you want to prepare for that every September and be ready for it, you just come in here and you start learning how to talk like a pirate. The beginning is going to walk you through a couple of basic rules on how the software works and how to use it. I'm going to go ahead and start it.
By the end of this chapter, you'll be able to easily participate in a conversation like this.
Blow me down, the ship's becalmed. Belay your carousing and haul wind smartly.
All my duty to you, Captain. The ship be now a-sailing at full speed.
Army hearty, a fine gentleman o' fortune be ye.
Aye, and finer still with a lass and some booty, I fancy.
So now you're on your way to learning how to talk like a pirate.
To say, oh my gosh, the ship isn't moving, you would say,
blow me down, the ship's becalmed.
Now you'll notice the color coding that helps you. You can also click on these
Becalmed down.
And hear it pronounced properly. You can also turn on the voice comparison so that you can practice yourself.
Listen to the way you would say, oh my gosh.
Blow me down.
Let's hear that again.
Blow me down.
And there's the basics, and it gets more complicated as you proceed with the classes. Things get more challenging and more longer dialogue, more words, etc. They also do a wonderful job of explaining to you why certain things are used. I'll show that to you in Spanish real quick. You can eventually take tests and see how well you're doing. So if we go back here to languages, I'm going to go to Spanish and hit Start Learning. And we'll start with the first class.
By the end of this chapter,
I'm going to skip past that. Ready?
Hello.
Hola.
Did you notice that although
Hola
starts with the letter H, it is not pronounced? The letter H is always silent in Spanish.
So there's a rule that helps you learn the Spanish language right off the bat. They talk a little bit about male and female versions of the Spanish language, how it works within the Spanish language. And it's really a good, concise class that you can take on whatever language that you're trying to learn. Mango has really gone out of its way to make it a really, really useful tool. Now, here's what's really cool about it is once you've signed up and you've created that username and password, you can then install the app on your phone or tablet and use Mango. The same with Rosetta Stone, but Rosetta Stone's going to have a couple of hiccups, and we're going to get to that as we move along. So, let's take a look at Rosetta Stone now. Rosetta Stone is here. Once again, you have to create an account. You can also, once you start here, it says first time user, enter your email address and choose a password. With both of these, Mango and Rosetta Stone, write down that username and password because it doesn't ask you to remember it. Your browser might, but once you put that information in, you're done and you've got it. So if you didn't write it down properly and you forget your password, you're now stuck and can't get back into that library account, and you're going to have to use another email address or something else to try to create a new account. It can be difficult, challenging, etc. So we're going to log into Rosetta Stone and take a look at that now. One of the things to note is in this you have to also pick the language that you want to learn. Okay, so now we're here. Again, we have reports that you can look at. After you've started taking the class, you can look at the reports and see how well you're doing on things. Because Rosetta Stone works a little differently than Mango does. It works more directly with you and your speaking. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at how to start with launch Rosetta Stone. We'll allow it to use our microphone. All right, now you'll notice that I had already played around in here a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and continue this. Reset my store and start. That way we can start from the beginning. The first thing it's going to do is a microphone check to make sure things work properly. So you're going to go ahead and say begin and then follow the instructions on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hola.
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 This is going to teach you by listening to how you say the words.
Una niña. Un niño. Un niño. Una niña.
There's also lessons that will teach you to compare things to see if you recognize what the word means. This is training you into learning those words.
La niña come. La niña bebe. El niño come. El niño bebe.
Now, while I like this version, I don't like the fact that it's not actually teaching me what those words mean. I'm getting the idea.
Una niña.
Una niña.
Una niña. Un niño.
Un niño.
Un niño.
Now that I've done some of those, I can come back here and see under my reports and I can see how far I've done, what my grade is, how well I'm doing, and it'll give me the basic information. This is important if you have to take this course for some purpose or another. If you need to prove that you're actually getting this lesson. All right, something else that's worth noting at this point. Do you notice up here on the URL, it says https://, then it says CJRLC085. That's a unique code for the Cape May County Library. That's going to be important when it comes to logging in on your app. Using the app, signing in on the app is a little tricky, but once you're set, you're good to go. All right, so these are the basics for Mango and for Rosetta Stone, and those are the two main ones for learning language. Again, there's Little Pim for kids. That's also available under the children's section. If we go back here, under children's resources, you'll find Little Pim here as well. If you didn't catch my video on children's resources, I recommend that you take a look at it. There's a ton of useful things here for parents that are teaching their kids at home right now with everything going with at-home learning. Homeschoolers will have a wealth of information here, but this is also useful for kids doing schoolwork, reports, programs, and for extracurricular education as well. A secondary thing for this that's worth mentioning, if you're using Rosetta Stone or Mango to learn English, or you know someone that's using it to learn English, Bookflix and Tumblebooks are both great ways for people learning English as a second language to come in and experience the English language easy, because both of these have read-along books that highlight the words that they're saying as they're doing it, and they're in the context of a story, so it helps them to learn the English language by using Tumblebooks and Bookflix. Just something to add to your list. So now we're going to take a look at how the apps work. So we're going to take a look at those. Now, you're going to install these on your phone. I'm using the computer to show them to you because it's the easiest way to record this. But you can use your iPad. These are available on all iDevices. They're all available on all Android devices. So you're going to load up your App Store, your Play Store, and you're going to look for Mango, and you're going to look for Rosetta Stone and download the apps. Once you get them, they're going to load up like this. And right here, you're going to see an option that says Log In. You click on Login, and you're going to put in the same information that you used once you created that account on our website. Again, Mango is really easy to sign into. So hold on a second, we're going to log in. Once you're logged in, you'll notice that the lessons that I was learning are already showing up in here. So you see that it says Spanish, because that's where we last left off in the regular one. But if I come in here, under my languages, I can jump right back to Pirate, and it'll pick up where I left off. Because it's an app, it's going to download the instructions for the lesson that you're doing so that you don't have to be online all the time.
Listen to the way you would say, "Oh my gosh."
Blow me down.
This is exactly
Let's hear
where we
that
left
again.
off, if you notice up here.
Blow me down.
Again,
just like on the regular web version, if you tap on the word,
Down. Blow me down.
is an expression of shock or surprise. There are a lot of colorful pirate phrases that mean the same thing, and we'll learn a couple more soon. Be careful using it referring to someone else, though. To
Blow a man down.
means to kill him.
so there you go. Much like we learned about how the H works in the Spanish language, this is another one of those lessons or notes that teaches you how and why the language is the way it works.
Let's hear you say, "Oh my gosh."
Oh my gosh. Now you can practice it yourself, or again, you can turn on the recording thing and allow it to do that as well.
Blow me down.
Looks like I wasn't following my instructions correctly. So now let's take a look at Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone works a little differently. So when Rosetta Stone loads up, yours will load up however it does. You may have to turn your device sideways to get to it. You're going to click on Sign In. Then, do you see where it says Personal Use and Work and School? You're going to choose Work and School because ours is technically a library version which falls under the Work and School account. And you're going to need an SSO code. And to get that, which we're going to show you in a couple seconds, so first you log in with your username and your password. After putting in that information, it's going to come up and ask for the namespace that you need to log in. This up here, right here, where it says CJRLC0085. If you remember that and wrote it down, then when it comes up to namespace and it asks you what you want to put in it, you're going to put in that CJRLC085. And if you watch, we're going to get logged into our, there we are, we're back at our core lesson, which is 29 minutes. You could see it remembers where we left off on the website so that we can continue to work on the app. So you could start working on a lesson on Mango or Rosetta Stone at home at your computer. Get in the car, drive to wherever it is that you're going. While you're sitting in the waiting room, you can load up the app and continue to practice your language learning. Once again, it needs to access
Niña baby.
La Niña Bebe. La Niña Bebe.
El niño baby.
El Niño Baby.
La
And you're good to
niña
go.
come.
I hope this was a useful lesson for you. Yep, that was a fail. All right, I hope this was a useful lesson for you. I hope that you go out and learn a new language. Again, this is one of the many resources we have available at cmclibrary.org. Our language resources are amazing. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to hit us up here. Give us a call, shoot us an email at tlc@cmclibrary.org. As I always say, if you want us to do a class or a video on something that you'd like to learn, don't be afraid to reach out to us and let us know. We're here to help. Thanks and have a great day.